Ultamize. There's a case that perfectly illustrates how the risks today go far beyond what you say. It involves a highly respected legal analyst who appeared regularly on television and was widely seen as intelligent, credible, and professional. During a video call, he believed he was off camera. He believed the meeting had ended and that he was no longer visible. What happened next had nothing to do with speaking. He engaged in behavior that was clearly inappropriate in a professional setting. I'm talking about Jeffrey Toobin, the CNN legal analyst, and he was caught, shall we just say, touching things below the chest level on his person. You probably remember it. I won't go over all the details, but hey, it got him fired. Unfortunately for him, the camera was still on. Other participants could see him. The moment was observed, it was reported, and very quickly it became public. He lost his position. He was canned. His reputation took a major hit. Everybody was making fun of him. And it all happened not because of something he said, but because of what was visible on video. Now, it's easy to hear a story like that and think, well, I would never do anything like that, that extreme. And okay, that may be true. But if that's your takeaway, you're missing the real lesson here. The real lesson is this: you can't rely on your assumptions about when you are or are not being seen. You can't assume the camera's off. You can't assume the meeting is over. You can't assume that what's happening outside the frame is private. Because in a video environment, there's no clear boundary anymore. There's only what's being captured and what might be captured. And that includes more than just your face. It includes what's happening in your background, what's on your screen, what you're doing below what you think is the camera line, how you behave the second you think the formal part is over. Professionals often prepare carefully for the on camera moment. They sit up straight, they speak clearly, they lean forward, they present themselves well. And then the moment they think it's finished, they relax completely. They transition from professional to casual. And that's where the risk explodes because the system doesn't always recognize the transition. The camera doesn't always turn off when you think it does. The recording doesn't always stop. And other people don't suddenly lose visibility. So the discipline you need is not just about how you speak when you're on, it's about maintaining a consistent level of professionalism until you're absolutely certain you're no longer visible or audible. And even then, a smart professional assumes there's still a small chance that they are. That may sound excessive, may sound paranoid, but in today's environment, it's simply realistic. Because as this case shows, it only takes one moment, one incorrect assumption about visibility for everything to change for the worse.